Don't go back to a place where you've already seen the outcome. You've experienced it already, and it wasn't a good experience. Why would you want to go back to re-experience that? So you mean to tell me you don't want to do something new? Something different? So if you eat a certain food and you don't like it, you gonna go eat it again even though you already had a bad experience with it? I need us to use our heads. I need us to use this. Okay, we got to. What is it about that person that you miss so much that you can't give yourself? Is it love? Is it affection? What is it? Because I'm pretty sure God can give you all of it. God can satisfy you in every single area of your life. He's going to take care of you. You really have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my effort? Is this person worth my valuable time? What do you truly, truly like about this person? Does the good outweigh the bad? Do you smile more than you cry with this person? Are you always questioning things, or do you have a lot of clarity when you're with this person? Really sit down and think about all this. Do you feel excited for the next big thing after you have a conversation with this person, or do you feel drained and confused after you have a conversation with them? Do the conversations seem to like get straight to the point, y'all find a solution to the problem, or do y'all constantly bump heads and go around in circles and the table get flipped back on you whenever you're trying to point something out? I need you to understand that you'll only ever be happy and fulfilled when you give yourself the love that you've been trying to give everybody else. All that time and energy that you just been handing out to people that don't appreciate it, baby, give that back to you. Take it back. Give it to you. Give it to yourself. When you give yourself everything that you desire in somebody else, you start to attract the right people in your life. Y'all, this stuff is spiritual. You can't understand it with your carnal mind. It's more than surface level. Y'all be thinking too surface level. Everything is deep. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you being too deep. Baby, everything is deep. Everything out here is deep. Okay? Why is everything deep? Because everything happens spiritually before it happens physically. People that say, oh, you thinking too deep, they're just too simple-minded. They live in a box. They living under a rock. Okay? Baby, as a deep thinker, you will always be a step ahead. But you got to use your wisdom and discernment in these type of situations. We be out here wasting our time and our energy, feeling drained, like, because of being with somebody. It ain't supposed to be like that. When you in a relationship with somebody, baby, you supposed to feel empowered. Okay? You supposed to feel good. You ain't supposed to feel drained every time you interact with this person. You ain't supposed to feel no resentment towards this person. You're not supposed to be getting manipulated and lied to and used. All right? Like, that ain't normal. And I had to understand that the stuff that I was used to, I had done made it normal. I had done made it my norm. And so whenever somebody did it to me, somebody else did it to me, like, I just brushed it off like it was nothing. And I feel like that's why it was so easy for me to get over somebody. Like, okay. But I had to understand what was being done. I had to understand what was being done spiritually to me. I had to unlearn a whole bunch of stuff after I started to see actual happily married couples. After I started seeing people that are actually making money. Like, I started being around these type of people that had successful businesses. They got all their bills on auto pay. They ain't struggling. The stuff that we seen growing up, baby, that stuff is not normal. There are actual healed people in this world. People who are healing and on their self-development journey. And that was so important to me to be able to get to where I wanted to be in life. And that's the journey I'm on right now. My journey to self-development, to better myself, to becoming my highest self. I didn't know nothing about this. And so the things that I went through in relationships, the beliefs that I had from the way I was raised. Baby, when I was exposed to something different, I was like, okay, I got to get rid of all this stuff. That's when I made the decision to change my life, because I was exposed to something different. I was exposed to something bigger and better. And when you've had bigger and better, baby, you don't want to go back to who you used to be, what you used to do, who you used to entertain. You do not want to go back to that. Why would you get to level 10 just to go back to level 2 and experience the same thing? No. If you do have to go back, take a few steps back, learn the lesson, and know that you're in this situation to better yourself, to become the best version of yourself. That way when you get back to level 10, baby, you're going to be unstoppable, and you're going to get level 20 in no time. I don't want to repeat no more cycles in my life. And that is why it's so important for me. It was so important for me to build my relationship with God, because I'm like, look, I done repeated too many cycles. I done been in a relationship with the same spirit and different people too many times, and I'm not doing this no more. I'm no longer entertaining the enemy. I'm no longer letting the enemy pull me back to who I used to be, remind me of what I used to do, tell me all these lies, and pull me backwards. No. And if that means cutting somebody off who is determined and committed to pulling me down with them, baby, no ma'am. You got to go. You gotta get up out of my life. We gotta stop trying to hold on to people and things when they already done showed us their true colors. You already seen who the person is. You already had a taste of it. It was a bitter taste. You want to taste it again? Baby, put the fork down. Put the spoon down. Just scoot the plate back to the other side of the table. Get up and dismiss yourself. It's time to stop the cycle. It's time to go all in with bettering yourself and becoming the best version of yourself. It's time to go all in with chasing after God. It's time to go all in. Like, ain't no more games. It's time to get your life right. Get your finances right. Get your business right. Okay? And teach somebody else how to do it. It's time out for you sitting down feeling pity on yourself because somebody cheated on you. Somebody had a baby on you. Somebody left you. Somebody manipulated you. Girl, no, we done with it. They did what they did. They played their part. So what? Let them go. When somebody show you that they don't respect you, when somebody tell you the first time that they don't want you, show you that they don't want you, show you that they don't value you, believe it. It doesn't change. If a man is telling you, I don't deserve somebody like you, believe it and bounce. You still there thinking he gonna change so he can deserve somebody like you. You'll be waiting for the rest of your life. And then you're going to look back and say, oh, I wish I had did this. I wish I would have left when I knew this. I wish. Just wishing and dreaming and hoping. And ain't making no moves. Stop being scared to let people go. Stop being scared to step into something new. When somebody shows you who they are, their true colors, and you don't like those colors, you don't have to keep those colors in your life. You don't have to keep that person in your life. You're not obligated to do that. Stop staying in situations just to say you got somebody. Be in a relationship for 5 to 10 years. That man ain't made no commitment to you, but you just made a lifetime commitment and popped out a baby for him. A baby is more of a commitment than a marriage. You can easily get out of a marriage. You can't do nothing with that baby. And for the people who say God don't like divorce, baby, when you force a marriage with the enemy, when you forge a covenant unknowingly with the devil, oh, you have permission to get out of that. If God done told you directly to get out of that, to go, because he gonna take care of you. Stop trying to be somewhere where you're not welcome. Stop trying to be somewhere where you gotta fight every single day, where your mind is all chaotic and dysfunctional and discombobulated every single day. Baby, that ain't normal in a relationship. Where you got to struggle. You got to struggle to make ends meet in a relationship. When it's two people, y'all shouldn't be going through that. Especially if you were good before you met that person. Check the fruit of that person, okay? Stop holding on to stuff that already gave you put a bad taste in your mouth. Let it go.